You got the cage ready. You know what food to feed your rabbit. Now is decision time. You need to choose a breed to start your rabbit. Please don't be like me, who went to get bunch of rabbits without knowing their history and knowing anything about these rabbits, taking farmers' word for it. Make sure you know what breed. You've been patient so far, so why not wait a little bit? Rabito Famino is the channel. Please subscribe for more wonderful information, farm secrets, and so many information that will help you be successful in your rabbitry. Let's dive into it. When getting into rabbit farming in a commercial scale, whether you're starting from 1 or 50, this applies. You need to be aware of the breeds of rabbits. Not all rabbits are rabbits. Of course, they all eat the same food and they behave similar. But if you want to get into it commercially, then you have to make decision to get the right breed in order for you to have the full benefit of time and your energy and everything. As always, I take you through my experience in our rabbit farm and what we practice so that you don't make the mistakes we have made. If you watch my previous videos, I've told you we hastily got some rabbits before we finally got our hands on the pure breeds, which was what we wanted to get into. Therefore, I have now studied. After running, I've started walking, and now I've studied, and I know exactly what I should have done. And that's what I want to share with you so you don't make my mistakes. The pure breeds. But which breeds? Let's roll it back. Let's divide rabbit breeds into three. We got the large breeds, which are the giants, and then you got the medium breeds, and then we have the smaller breeds. Let's concentrate on these two, the giant breeds and the medium breeds. The small breeds are mainly for pet enthusiasts, people who want to get them for pets or shows. And that's why you have the lion head and their derivative. They don't get bigger, they're small, the lops and all that. They've got these floppy ears, they are very large, they are very small. And if you're getting into rabbitry to sell meat, then those are not your patch. You need to concentrate on either the medium or the large. I'm going to take you through the advantage and disadvantage of these two. Let's start with the giant breeds. Giant breeds, we're going to talk about three giant breeds, three well-known giant breeds: Checker Giant, American Chinchilla, and the um, um, the Flemish Giant. As the name suggests, all of them have got giants as their surname, right? Yes, they get big, very big, but if you're into meat production, I'm going to mention three disadvantages of these giant breeds. First of all, they take longer to mature. To attain that giant weight, they take very longer to get there. And then secondly, they take longer to mature. They take longer to mature as in reproduction wise. So typically between 7 and 8 months before they'll be ready to breed. A male Flemish giant is known to attain its maturity at 1 year and 5 months. So you can imagine it's almost like a goat, right? Whereas if you compare it to the medium, it's far lower. The giant breeds, if you're getting into it, the third point is the giant breeds, if you're getting into it for meat production, their bone to meat ratio is very high, which means when you butcher an American chinchilla or a Flemish giant, you're going to get more bones or heavier bones or bigger bones to meat. So if you're using it for production, you realize that you will not have too much meat. Of course, the advantage is there. The skin is very bigger. So if you're using it for their fare, their fare, you will tend to have more fare than the medium ones. So it's very important for you to consider these points that I've mentioned before you get into the large breeds. Let's come to the medium breeds, which is my go-to. If I was to be doing this again, starting from now, I will invest in only the pure breed California and New Zealand. This is because these breeds are well known to have the best of everything in the middle. They are not small. They can be up to 3 to 4 kilograms when they are matured, or even higher. We've got one in our farm that is very big. It's about 4 to 5 kilograms, and it's a New Zealand white, pure breed New Zealand white. So pure breeds, the New Zealand white or the medium breeds, between 4 and 5 months, typically 6 months, they are ready to breed. The males are ready to breed by 6 months, 7 months. They are matured and ready to breed. So you see, you don't have to wait for a year and over before they get ready. If you're into commercial, you can imagine time is money, right? So you can imagine you want everything to be quick. Also, their fur are rich and very beautiful. So you can be using their fur. If you have a market for it, you will be able to use that. Thirdly, their meat to bone ratio, bone to meat ratio is very low, which means when you cut them up, you will have lower bones to meat. And typically between 8 and 16 weeks in Africa and Europe and elsewhere is between 8 and 12 weeks. They are ready to be butchered as meat. So it is very important for you to have all these factors, factor all this in before you decide on which breed you're going for. So I have said it all. Now, a lot of rabbit farmers depend on the colors, and I really want you to start looking at this as a business. If you go to a poultry farm, you will never ask, I want a brown chicken, or I want a white chicken. Chicken is chicken. When you cut a brown rabbit and a white rabbit, and you take the fur out, you're gonna get meat, right? Rabbit meat. So we have to change our mentality if we want to catch up with the with the poultry farm, and we want to be able to stand out properly. So our take from this video is, think very well before you go and get the breed. Don't look at color, look at what breed, and possibly buy your breed from a known breeder. Our farm is a known breeder. We've intentionally waited for nearly a year. We have not done any sales. We've done sales here and there, but just little. But we are carefully making sure we have the right breed so that when we sell on to farmers, they can prosper from the pure genetics. Whether it's hybrid or pure breed, they know they've got good genetics that will provide very good quality rabbits for them. If you haven't seen it already, right under there, I've got a video there that you need to click to check out. The second most important thing to do before you start your rabbitry. Click on it and check it. This is Rabito Famino bringing you quality video so that you don't repeat the mistake that we've made. We see you on the next video. Thank you.